Hey, if you had on your bingo card today that the Duke would be wrestling Bushwhacker Luke, I hope you're a prognosticator.
Yes, this is a six-man tag team match.
I'm pretty sure John Thorne said that over the headset. Last time John Thorne and I...
Wadsworth, President, Wadsworth, don't stop. Fuck you, Chuck Norris.
What's that?
Duke should know better. Of course I'm going to give that one.
A six-person tag team match. The two, the BitCoinBoiz, your AEW tag team champions, Hawking Season, and WWE Hall of Famer and legend, Bushwhacker Luke.
Listen, I made that call from up here, and I'm pretty sure John Thorne headed back to the locker room. Last time John Thorne and I were anywhere in the vicinity of the Bushwhackers, he got licked in the head.
People were telling me that they got a chance to see the Duke's documentary that came out this weekend, Alex's War, and I said, no, that's Ray Deadly. That's not the Duke. That's a different guy. But Duke wanted the match. The second time he's been out here, he cost Wes Barkley the match in the opening round of the hardcore tournament. He comes out here and he says a bunch of disparaging things about Artie. I'll stand up for Artie. I'll stand up for Chuck. They don't need me to. But they're an awesome team. And Bushwhacker Luke probably heard Duke running his mouth, not taking anything away from the BitCoinBoiz. Fantastic tag team on the come up here in professional wrestling. I think you and Nathan Segura have akin Eric Taylor to like the second coming of Shawn Michaels on many occasions.
Which is a little ironic that Duke mentioned the barbershop window. Nathan Segura has made that comparison. I merely have pointed out that if that means Eric Taylor, Shawn Michaels, we all know how that happened with the Rockers, and if anyone needs to look out for a barbershop window, I think it's Mikey Montgomery.
Well, listen, if worst comes to worst, Mikey Montgomery can team up with Young Ed from Pod Van Dam, and they could do like, it could be the two of them against Artie and Adam. It'll be like looking in two different mirrors at the same time.
Well, Eric Taylor trying to tie up with Chuck Stone, and I think he might have thought better of that one as he was thrown across the ring.
No, listen, Eric Taylor is fantastically put together, one of preeminent high flyers, becoming a great technician in his own right here in professional wrestling and in AIW. But you are not going to be able to match up power. The burger-loving badass Chuck Stone is going to toss you or anyone around like a small child.
Big back suplex. Chuck Stone elevated Eric before leaving his feet, then slams him down, tagging in Arthur MacArthur. Arthur, little dance there, a little shimmy. Now Monkey flipping the senton down from Chuck Stone.
And that's the thing. That's one of the great markings of a great tag team. They have the matching gear. Both teams do, of course, but also the tandem offense that Artie and Chuck have gotten together on the same page with over these last 7 or 8 months. And I think that's really what helped them put the piece together to become the AIW Tag Team Champions.
Side headlock there out of Arthur MacArthur. Foot stomp out of Mikey to break it. Back elbow. Unique counter there from Mikey as he heads up to the second turnbuckle.
The blonde blur gets caught by the strongest man in all the land.
Now Arthur just doing curls with Mikey Montgomery.
And what was all this hog talk that they were mentioning before with Mikey Montgomery? Is there like a 4-H thing going on later? Does he have like a pig or something?
Listen, we're out at the county fairgrounds. We're out in farm territory. Who knows? I said there was earlier as he has got Mikey up, now handing him off to Chuck Stone.
And look at the impressive show of strength out of both competitors here.
Holding on, pacing his way around. Luke leading the crowd in a countdown on how long Mikey's been up there. There's the handoff again. Right back to Arthur MacArthur. Artie now finally finishes the vertical suplex. I think all the blood in Mikey Montgomery's body just ran down through his brain. Only a 2 count though.
He usually gets lightheaded when it goes the other way, but I completely get it.
Now here comes Bushwhacker Luke into the ring. And Mikey, just poke right to the eyes. Listen, obviously we know the fun-loving Bushwhackers, but Joe, you and I are old enough to remember the days of the sheepherders beforehand.
Oh my goodness, whether it be Bill Watts, Mid-South, whether it be Puerto Rico, they have had some of the bloodiest fights. He and his partner Butch currently in New Zealand. Luke regularly makes the rounds here in the Midwest, and now Mikey Montgomery is just getting ripped apart by Bushwhacker Luke.
gonna say, listen, we're just lucky that he didn't get the wrong idea with the hardcore tournament going on today. Oh, rake of the eyes by Mikey. Now he backs Luke in. Now knife edge chop on Luke.
Mikey's got a lot behind those chops, but there ain't many as grizzled that you're gonna see as Bushwhacker Luke here as he gets thrown into the buckle.
Oh, comes back with a clothesline, drops Mikey. Looks for another one. Mikey underneath, boot to the midsection on Luke. Now Mikey hits the ropes, coming in, big knee lift, and he drops Luke.
And you didn't see the Duke too eager to get in the ring at this juncture, do you?
Look at the leg, only a 2 count for Mikey. Tom Dunn was on his way down for 3, but Luke manages to kick out before he gets there. And now Mikey just ripping apart.
You know, we talk about, like, you and I, you remember those days from, like, the late 70s and early 80s of what the sheep herders then would do across the entire world. But, like, we got guys like Mikey and Eric in there that probably don't even remember the Bushwhackers.
Oh, they weren't alive. And look at now. After he missed the leg drop, we saw Mikey take issue with the Bushwhackers walk. Now Luke was mocking the way that Mikey's walking. And now,
he's
pantsing him. He's pantsing him and going for the butt. Bite on the hindquarters of Mikey Montgomery. Mikey.
I don't even know what to say.
Mikey Montgomery making his way around ringside. I think Eric's letting him know. Eric letting Mikey know that his tights are still down, courtesy of Luke. Luke makes the tag out to Arthur MacArthur, bringing him back into the ring. Mikey in, kick to the midsection on Arthur MacArthur, back driving the point of the elbow down across the back of the head. Now Mikey looking for perhaps a suplex or a fireman's carry, and Arthur just too big and too strong for him, and it's Arthur getting Mikey up, calling for that airplane spin.
I tell you, how could you not love Artie? Look at this, running him around. Oh. Maybe Artie didn't realize it. Maybe he got a little dizzy himself. Maybe a thumb to the eye, perhaps.
I think Mikey on the spin managed to catch him in the eye. Oh, savant kick assisted Russian leg sweep. And I think during all those spins, Tom Dunn saw it. We didn't. There was a tag made.
And we talked before, again, of course, the tandem offense of bulking season, but not to be outdone by the tandem offense here of the BitCoinBoiz with a Z. Rolling them over into their corner. Great strategy here, cutting the ring off. And now, your friend and mine, the six-figure man himself, the Haas Division champion. What are we on, 8,000 plus days that he's undefeated with that title? Title, honor.
Sure, if you listen to him, he is. Said all of, I think, a defense and a half in that 8,000 days.
He says that he has defenses where they don't allow videotapes of those matches to take place, and I don't ask any more questions after that.
So all I'm going to say is I'm pretty sure in order to defend an AIW title outside AIW, it has to be signed off by the AIW office. There's a kick to the back.
Listen, the Duke's been known to throw a lot of money around to get his way.
Fight this way, mate. Come on, mate.
You know, usually legends like guys that throw a lot of money around. Duke seems to have a lot of run-ins with some of these legends that come in. Luke just the latest in a long line. But right now, the BitCoinBoiz and the Duke have isolated Arthur MacArthur. They have him on the mat.
Future's too bright, buddy.
Now that future too bright. Eric Taylor calling it out before the fist drop. Hooks the leg. Luke coming in to break it up.
And look at this, just using that distraction from the referee. This is not under hardcore rules, anything goes like the other matches that we saw. Earlier on, Luke a little overzealous there trying to help out Artie.
Now he made the tag. Mikey Montgomery in. Has Arthur down in the corner. Artie trying to fight his way out, trying to fight his way across the ring. Mikey, though, with those shots.
And Mikey doing a great job of not only, cutting the ring off as well, but also putting his own body in between Artie and his corner. So even if Artie does gain the advantage, he still has to physically move the body of Mikey Montgomery.
Oh, there's that elbow to the back of the head by Mikey, but he manages to grab the singlet of Arthur MacArthur before he can make his way away. Pulls him back in, cinching in that sleeper hold now. Arthur managing to get to his feet, sits out with it, jawbreaker onto Mikey Montgomery.
Almost a backpack stunner, if you will, but a lot of energy has been sapped out of Artie. Strong, maybe not, but he makes the tag to Chuck Stone.
Chuck Stone in, he drops the Duke off the ring apron.
Oh!
Big clothesline for Eric. Mikey down as well on the ring apron. Big splash in the corner on Eric.
I tell you, I don't like to see Artie take that amount of punishment, but I do love to see Chuck Stone come in, a house of fire, and just tear through their opponents.
Drops Eric Taylor with that sit-down splash. Catches him, burger time slam. Hooks the leg, 1, 2. Mikey's in there to break it up. And here comes Luke. With Arthur MacArthur down at ringside, Luke in the way. Throws that clothesline, Mikey underneath, grabs the head looking for a DDT. No, Luke is out. Ducks the clothesline attempt, big kick to the midsection, and there's a stunner out of Luke. Luke just dropped Mikey, he's making the cover. There's the Duke kick to the back to break it up.
Again, interrupted the pinfall, of course, Luke. Thought he had it with that stunner.
Oh, Artie's in with the claw on the Duke. He's got the Duke back into the corner. He's got that claw in. He's looking to grind him down to the mat.
Strongest man in the land. Again, a lot of that grip strength in those hands, where a lot of that power comes from.
Well, the BitCoinBoiz in there, but Luke and Chuck catch him coming in. Now, Luke
took their eyes off the prize for just a second, and that's all the Duke and the BitCoinBoiz needed to reverse the advantage here.
now charging in, but they throw him off. The BitCoinBoiz and the Duke, little meeting of the minds. There goes Eric. There goes the Duke. Both of them being deposited out of the ring, down onto that gravel track. And now elevated. There's the cover, and Arthur MacArthur gets the pin. Chuck Stone keeps the Duke out. And Luke celebrates with bulking season.